Welcome back, everyone, to the GGBL. We have the ALCS and the NLCS playoff recap video here for you here tonight. And if you guys missed the Twitch live streams, you want to see the whole games in action, you can go ahead and do that over on my Twitch channel at Goldglover9. That would be your channel name that you want to look up if you have not followed that channel over there on Twitch. But if you want to stick around to this premiere, you can. You don't have to watch full games. We got the recap video here for you. We got everything condensed into one video here tonight. So 34-minute long vid, and let's kick it off with Carolina and LA. And first batter of the game. I almost said first pitch, but it's quick counts. Quick counts are on. Sixth pitch of the night by Janil Rivera. Solo home run for Luis Arias. So leadoff hitter, starting the championship series off with a bang, a literal bang. That's a big out right there. You got to get Juan Soto, and the rookie, the custom prospect, gets it done. Seth Mejia-Spreen going to ground out here to Daniel Smith at first base, and that's going to do it for the first inning for Carolina. Let's go to the other side. We got Joe Cheltenham, a 5.05 ERA pitcher here in the playoffs. Has not been having that great of a playoff. But you know what? Lefty on lefty, I like it, right? It's a custom prospect battle here in game number one. But so far, against this LA offense, Cheltenham in a little bit of a situation, a jam, I guess you'd say. And Kyle Seager puts a bullet into it. He ends it. He finishes it. 4-1, a grand slam right here in the bottom of the first inning. But you know what? Seth Mejia-Spreen, solo home run himself. So it's 4-2. Cuts in that lead. It's now 4-2. It's half the lead has been cut into now. Daniel Smith in the bottom of the second inning with already a runner on second base. Another home run. That's 2 home runs for LA, 2 home runs for Carolina. So they just keep trading blows at this point. 6-2, and again in the bottom of the second inning, Ronald Acuna Jr., a solo shot, making it 7-2. So Joe Cheltenham, custom prospect, the rookie, he's having a tough time tonight. And I think Dave Martinez makes the right call here to get him out of the game. But you know what? These prospects, these rookies out here starting in game number one might be having a little bit of jitters going on. Seth Mejia-Spreen, number 2 of the day. It's now 7-3. Let's go to the top of the fourth. Look at this catch out here in center field. Man, that's a nice grab out there. Ooh, I like good outfield defense, man. So helping your pitcher out, definitely. Let's go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Jeff Samardzija walking everybody. He's got bases loaded situation, and Nick Castellanos goes deep. That's 2 grand slams for the LA Knights here tonight. Score 11-3 in the top of the 7th inning, but Seth Mejia-Spreen is not done. He's like, I'm not getting out of this until I get mine. It's going to be 12-4 after this thing leaves the yard. Let's go to top 7. Cody Hosey. Ooh. Carolina making a little bit of a comeback here. Janil Rivera is still out there, guys. He's still out there. He's pitching well. He's giving up the home run ball a lot, but the ball has been flying out of this ballpark all day long. There's a base hit back up the middle. It's now 12-7 as long as this run scores, and it will. 12-7, so a 5-run deficit now here in the top of the 8th for Carolina. Let's see if they can have a little bit of a comeback here. Here's Pedro Leon. Little fly ball deep to right. Cunha makes the catch. Runner will advance from second to third. So now, runners on the corners, you got a double play opportunity here, but Cody Hosey is going to oblige. He's going to get that double play for LA, and that's going to end the threats for Carolina, and so forth, the game. The game is over. So Carolina just did not threaten. They're in the other latter part of the innings there, and game over. So LA would tack on another run there in the 8th inning, and your final score, 13-7. Game number 1 goes the way of LA. Let's take a look at that box score. 11 hits for Carolina, 7 runs, 4 strikeouts. This is a team, like we talked about, this is a team that's going to put the ball in play. They're not going to strike out a lot. It's good offense out there. But as you guys know, that was game 1, so game 2's in the playoffs. We always simulate, no matter who's up or who's down. Carolina will win in simulation 7-1. And now we're going to go dive into this game, right? So it's game 1 of Phoenix and Columbus. 2 teams that have really good pitching. So we'll see how that all plays out here in this matchup. But we got Deivi Garcia against Max Fried. So both teams' aces coming out here on the mound, and we'll see what this is going to look like. But Jesse Winker going to draw a walk with 2 down in the top of the first inning. So everything was going rather swimmingly for Diego Garcia until that walk. But he will get Renato Nunez to fly out to Jalen Davis, and that's going to end the first inning. Let's go with Max Fried here, who has a 5.06 ERA in the postseason. So he's had 1 start. I find that very interesting. He had 1 start in the DS, the divisional series. Just shows you how good that Phoenix's pitching staff is. They don't necessarily need Max Fried, right? They got all these other guys like Porcello and Rico Ramos, Elior Letterman. They've got guys. They got horses in that stable of arms right there. Let's go to the top second. Diego Garcia with 2 men on. Here's Jose Devers. Line drive. Deep to left. That one's going to fall right down the line. And that's going to at least score 2. And look at Devers. He's not stopping. He's going for third. He's going to slide in safely. It's 2-0 Phoenix. Opening salvo is fired. Xavier Warren, the catcher. Ground ball right past Bo Calloway at first base. It's going to drive in another run. It is now 3-0 here early in this game. So again, with Max Fried on the mound, you get this guy a lead. That is going to help out your cause. Here's a little lazy looping fly ball, and Ben Gamble can't make the play. And look at the aggressiveness from second to third. All the way to score is Xavier Warren as well, and it's 4-0. Jesse Winker with a little bit of a bloop there to left, and that gets the job done. So here comes Renato Nunez. Oh, look at, here comes Francisco Lindor. Like that play. Frankie flashing the leather here. Little fly ball deep to right field. That is, ooh, Tim LeCastro makes the catch. That's a pretty nice catch out there. Good defense out there by LeCastro in the bottom second inning, and here's a strikeout. That's a good pitch by Max Fried. So he's continuing to shut these guys down. MJ Melendez can't put the ball in play. Let's go to the bottom of the third. And deep fly ball here. That's going to be bye-bye. That's going to go bye-bye. Who was that? It was Lindor. Solo shot for Francisco Lindor, the righty. The switch hitter, I should say. But he's righty against Max Fried, the lefty. And then, who else? Jose Devers comes up. The little guy, Jose Devers, gets number 3 of the postseason. He hits a home run to get that. He gets that home run back from Frankie Lindor. So it's now 5-1 here, guys, and that's a deep shot off of Diego Garcia here in the top 4th. That's another home run for Phoenix. Kyle Stowers, his first of the postseason, and it's now going to be 6-1. Phoenix. Let's go to the top of the 5th inning. Let's skip ahead a little bit. That's going to be another home run. This time a line drive variety, 348 feet. For Drew Mendoza, number 2, off of Tyson Miller. Top 6. Tyson Miller still out there, just chucking it. Jesse Winker goes gap shot, and that's going to score another run. It is now 8-1 here late in the game. I think this one's all Phoenix, man. What do you think? Bottom 6, Lindor trying to give it a ride. That's going to be a nice play by LeCastro, and that is going to do it. Down by 7 runs. Not much you can do, especially against this pitching staff of Phoenix, and they get the job done. So final score 10-2. Phoenix would tack on 2 more runs, 1 in the 7th, 1 in the 9th. And that's your final score. Jose Devers, player of the game, 2 for 5. LeCastro, 1 for 5. Winker, 3 for 4 with 2 ribbies. Look at the bottom half of the order, guys. Mendoza, Dietrich, Alvarez, Devers, Warren. Everybody got a hit. A couple guys in there got RBIs. Max Fried was great. Had 7 strikeouts on the day, 6 and a third. Quality start. Garcia struggles in gameplay, man. He just struggles in gameplay. I don't really know what that is, but you know, if you're a betting man, I'd probably would have taken Phoenix in that game number 1. So if you did, congratulations. Columbus will get helped out with simulation. So Carolina and Columbus, they lost game 1 in gameplay. They win in simulation, and now because both series are tied 1-1, we have to simulate game 3 in order for someone to have an advantage to get into gameplay. So them's the rules, guys. Them's the rules. So we're going to simulate this one, LA and Carolina. See who comes out on top. It will be LA, so they win 6-2. And we're also going to simulate Columbus and Phoenix here with LaPierre and Rick Porcello duking it out. And this is going to go the way of Phoenix. So Porcello gets the win, LaPierre gets the loss, Valdez gets the save, and there are your final scores. So 6-2, that one, and then 6-3, Phoenix. So now that we've got a 2-1 series in both series, we can dive right back into gameplay. So this one's being played at Renway Field. Dakota Hudson is out on the mound tonight, or today. Looks like it might be starting to get sunset out there. But you know MLB The Show, custom stadiums, they don't do night games. Very frustrating. Kind of a major oversight, in my opinion. Kind of a major oversight. But Dakota Hudson is going to be relied upon big time because Carolina really needs this game. They got to get this thing back 2-2. They can't go down 3-1 to LA. If you go down 3-1 to LA, you're asking for it at that point. Kyle Seager gives the baseball an old ole. He totally misses it. It's like his glove was red or something and the baseball was a bull. I don't know, man. He just totally whiffed. But Seager does make this play. Makes it look easy for being an old man out there. He gets it done. Top third. Deep shots. This one looks like it's going to get over the wall. And it does. Juan Soto looks up. The ball does come back to him. Carolina fans threw it back. I don't know if you could hear the throw it back chants. In fact, there wasn't any. I just made that up totally. But Yason Urizari, base knock down the line. He's going to get into second with a double. Look at that, same location. Luis Arias drives in the first run here for Carolina, and that's going to be another double. Back-to-back doubles here in the bottom of the third to tie the game up. 1-1. Uno y uno. Juan Soto has not been good in this postseason. He just has not taken his game to the next level, or the level that we expect him to play at least. Bottom 5, 2 down. Arias flies out to Acuna in right field. That's going to do it for the 5th inning. Let's go to the top of the 6th. Here is a little looping single. No, Acuna is going for 2. Look at Leon making the throw. That's a solid throw to second, but Acuna is too fast and too savvy of a runner. He slides in safely into second base. So here is Castellanos. He swings and whiffs at a Sean Reed Foley off-speed pitch. Oh, look at Acuna trying to take third, but Yermin Mercedes with the gun, with the cannon arm, throws him out at third base. Next up, Carolina here in the bottom of the 6th inning. They're going to get a double off the wall. That's not going to score the runner from second. He slides in safely at third, or stands up, I should say, at third base. So we got a runner-on situation, second and third. Yermin Mercedes with that big double. Here's Seiko Ichiman. He's going to ground it to right field. Acuna comes up firing, but that's going to score another run for Carolina. So 2-1, and look at that. Look at that. I love that. Seiko Ichiman has been a nice player for Carolina. But take a look at this play. Whoa! That is teamwork, man. That is such good teamwork. Look at this. So Maiden can't come up with it. Joe says, don't worry, man, I got it. You take the base. You get up and take the base. That is stellar defense, stellar teamwork, man. You don't see that type of communication in the middle infield a whole lot. That looked like Alan Trammell and Lou Whitaker, man. I love that. I love that. Now, I might not be an LA guy, but you got to appreciate that type of play. Here's a big hit by Nick Maton. He's going to get into third with a triple. That's got to fire him up, man. That type of play's got to fire your team up, and it had to fire him up. He gets in with a triple. Acuna gets on with a walk. And then Castellanos comes up and grounds out to the pitcher. Brandon Workman makes the play, and that's going to end the 8th inning. So Carolina's still holding on to that 2-1 lead. They're going to need their bullpen big time to shut them down. They're going to even need more offense. Take a look at this shot. Right in between, literally perfect placement between the left fielder Conforto and the center fielder Basabe. That's a big hit. So here's Cody Hosey going to try to do some more damage offensively for Carolina. He does. He gets the job done. That is a 2-run single. Ichiman scores. It is now 4-1. Bottom 8. Still 2 runners on with 1 down. Full count. This one's over the head of Conforto all the way to the wall. That's going to score 2 more runs, and Pedro Leon is going to drive in those 2 runs and go to third, get in there safely. A triple for Leon in the bottom of the 8th inning, and that is going to do it. Cody Hosey catches this line drive, and Carolina ties it up. They're not dead yet. 2-2, and which also means, guys, we will be simulating Game 5. to figure out who's going to take the lead in the series. I know, kind of a sticky situation, might not be too fair, but somebody's got to have an advantage in order to get into gameplay. That's just how we got to do this. Otherwise, this video would have been 50 minutes long, maybe an hour long, if we decided to do that. So I'll let you guys know who won in simulation with Game 5 after this one. So we got to figure out, are the Firebirds going to take the lead 3-1? And if that happens, we're not doing any simulating, because it's an elimination game. You got to play that. But Elior Letterman gets the start here and already in a little bit of a minor jam, but they do get the double play here in the top first. And Columbus with a little bit of a threat here. J.D. Davis, little ground ball right past Drew Mendoza. That's going to get all the way to the wall. And J.D. Davis going to slide in or stand up safely into second base with an RBI double. Take a look one more time at just how close Mendoza missed this baseball. Tough break. But either way, it is 1-0 Columbus. Daniel Spino, AL Cy Young winner and AL Rookie of the Year. Can you believe it? Going up against these Phoenix Firebirds at home. This has always been a tough place to play for opposing pitchers because this place just gives up a lot of runs. A lot of home runs, too. Jesse Winker, solo shot, ties the ball game up. Top 2, Bo Calloway, custom prospect. Going to swing and a miss against Elior Letterman. Look at Letterman, top 3rd. Again, another runner on, but he gets the job done here. He gets Francisco Lindor to ground out. That's Devers, makes the play. And Letterman kind of calming down a little bit. You like to see it from your rookie pitcher. Derek Dietrich up against Espino. He's going to draw a walk. It's not going to be bases juiced. 4, Pedro Alvarez, the guy that has been hot all season long. That is going to be a line drive base hit. That's the Tony Gwynn 5.5 hole right there. That's going to get 2 runs to score. It is now 3-1 Phoenix. Bottom 4 with nobody down. But they won't score anymore. They won't score anymore, guys. That'll do it. But take a look at this. Columbus not done yet. Top 5. And Bo Calloway. Solo shots. Cutting into the lead. Letterman gives up the home run. Pedro Alvarez comes up with a runner on second base. And they get the run back because this is going to go all the way into the gap. Off the wall. Pete Crow Armstrong. Might have a strong arm because that one got in pretty quickly. Pun intended there. Pun totally intended. But Pedro Alvarez, a nice shot there. It's now 4-2, so Phoenix gets the run back. But Columbus, in the top of the 7th inning, gets that run back as well. So both teams kind of trading blows here back-to-back. Aristides Aquino with the solo home run off of Vizcaino. And then Jesse Winker gets that home run back himself. It's still a 2-run ball game. It's going to be 5-3, bottom 7. Guys, 471 feet. Are you kidding me, Jesse Winker? It's insane, dude. It's absolutely insane. I don't even know if this ballpark is... Well, that's a dumb thing to say. 471 feet. The ballpark is definitely that big. God, Doug. God, Goldie. But take a look. Ben Gamel. 2-run shots. So finally, Columbus, after all of that, has tied the game up in the top of the 8th inning. 478 feet. What is going on at the Burnside Dome? It's crazy. I told you guys, this stadium just, it's crazy with the amount of home runs that get launched out here. It's kind of like Colorado. Dare I say it? Aristides Aquino, though, home run. That's a huge one. Huge one. Because it gives Columbus the lead for the first time since the first inning. But Tommy Hunter gets a walk in the bottom 9th, and now you got to face off against Jesse Winker, who with a home run could have won the game, but he's going to walk. Probably a smart thing to do because he's been so hot, but Renato Nunez is going to check his swing, and the umpire says it was a strike either way. Tough way to lose for Phoenix. So it is now 2-2. So kind of an interesting thing that's been going on with these two series. So Columbus wins in gameplay here in game number 4. Carolina, that was down 2-1 as well, wins in gameplay to get it to 2-2. Now, both these teams lost in Game 1. They ended up winning in simulation in Game 2. So it's kind of weird, right? So it seems like these two teams, Phoenix, Columbus, they're very close. LA, Carolina, they're very close. It doesn't matter, gameplay or simulation. We find ourselves here at 2-2 apiece in each series. But as you know, we got to break the tie at some point. Somehow we got to do it. We're going to do it through simulation. So LA, Carolina will be simmed. 8-0 win. LA gets the W. Janil Rivera moves to 3-0 in the postseason. Sean Reed-Foley now 1-1. Let's take a look at that box score. Everybody got a hit for LA other than Corey Lee. So he went 0 for 4, but he is hitting .264, which isn't bad for a catcher out there. But home runs for Acuna, Castellanos, Conforto, and Connor Joe. So the usual suspects there. But you take a look at Carolina, no runs scored. The pitching was great. Rivera went 8 innings. 8 innings and 4 strikeouts, only 5 hits and 2 walks. He was stellar in that matchup. Phoenix wins 9-8. And take a look at the box score. If you take a look at that, they scored the winning run in the bottom of the 8th inning and then shut them down at the top of the 9th. So Phoenix got it done. Again, look at the lower half of the order. Mendoza, Dietrich, Blair, and Warren had a hit. Ramos was not good. He gave up 7 earned runs in the first 2 innings. Crazy. But you know what? Phoenix came back and they got it done. Now, guys, if you look at the umpires here, you see that they're ghost figures. They're all just colored black. There's no detail in them at all. There's no jerseys, no bat, no nothing. This is something that happened. So I even backed out and I wanted to see if it was a LA stadium issue. Nope, it's Columbus's stadium as well. It's happening to everybody. So this is something that happened. So if you can get past the epileptic seizure thing here, thanks MLB The Show. Thanks, you're triggering my epilepsy. If you make custom stadiums, guys, it might have happened to you. Let me know in the comment section if it's happened to you before. Have you ever seen that? It always seems to happen in the playoffs. Never happens in the season. Only happens in the playoffs if there's an elimination game. Luckily, it didn't happen to us in year number 1, but for whatever reason, it's kicking on in year 2 here. I did end up simulating all the way to the off season and getting into next year to see if it was going to be if the save file was corrupted, and we're fine. We're okay. So it's not going to be an issue going into next season. So, but as you guys see, we got to figure out something. If it's going to happen with every custom stadium, we got to figure out something. So here we are in LA, we're literally playing in Dodger Stadium here to finalize this series. Maybe, right? So if Carolina wins, it's going to be 3-3, and we'll see if Carolina's field changes or if it's just a Game 6 issue rather than a Game 7. But without further ado, I just had to explain that. Let's get into the gameplay here, and we see that Carolina, we had some good defense out there by Greg Allen, but Brandon Waddell giving up a double, back-to-back doubles. In fact, one to Acuna right here is going to score the opening run for LA. So Carolina already behind the 8 ball a little bit. Nick Castellanos, line drive right in between second and short, and that's going to score Acuna. So this big 3 between Acuna, Conforto, and Castellanos it's the main factor in this LA lineup. So you got to be able to shut those guys down if you want to win. So 2-0 LA, but that's going to change here really quickly because Cody Hosey comes through with a 3-run shot off of Tomoyuki Sugano, and he's upset. You can see him on the mound, wishing that thing was not going to travel as far as it did. But either way, it is gone. It is bye-bye. And 3-2 game. And here's Kyle Seager, the trade acquisition, coming over from Philadelphia. He hits a solo home run to tie the ball game up. Connor Joe gets into this one in a tie game. Bottom 2, that one's gone as well. And Brandon Waddell, man, it's giving up some big shots right here to LA, and that's going to give LA the lead. Now 4-3. Here's a line drive. That's going to be way past Acuna. In fact, it's in the stands. Acuna and Basabe, or actually Brinson. Lewis Brinson, I should say. He's out there in center field tonight. But a home run by Pedro Leon. The little guy gets into this one. So tie ball game. Tomoyuki Sugano, though, facing off against his countryman, Seiko Ichiman. 2 Japanese guys. Played against each other in the Japanese league. At least that's where the custom prospect Seiko Ichiman is from, so you got to just play with the storylines there, right? So it's 4-4. He wins the battle, by the way. He wins that battle between 2 countrymen. Let's go to the 5th inning. That one's going to end as good defense there at first base. Jeff Samardzija out on the mound now to relieve Brandon Waddell. And look at this play by Seiko Ichiman. Look at that play. That's a beautiful play out there at shortstop. Now, maybe you probably could have argued that he probably could have had a throw at second, but you know what? With an off-balance type of throw, it's better just to take that at first, and he gets it done here. So here is Corey Lee. He's going to draw a walk. It's good to see your catcher get on, not causing out. Daniel Smith, fly ball. Oh, my goodness. Juan Soto, you got 2 outs, man. You got 2 outs. That was a terrible, terrible effort. You're a World Series champion. You're a GGBL World Series champion from last season. You have got to get in there and get that baseball. But instead, guys, it is 5-4. Here's a bunt being laid down. Look at Kyle Seager. Look at the defense. That is the type of championship-level defense. If a guy that wants it, he goes and gets it. Kyle Seager looking for a championship, man. He makes a great play to take away that surefire base. It does a really good bunt, too, by the way. It's a really good bunt. Jeff Samardzija still out there. And this is over Pedro Leon's head. That is definitely going to score another run here for LA. It is now 6-4 in the bottom of the 7th inning as Conforto scores. Top 8. David Hale in a little bit of a jam. He strikes out Mahias Breen, and you got to wonder if the fix is in. Look at this call right here. That is a ball. That's a ball. So Carolina kind of getting jobbed a little bit. Look at this line drive. Smith caught it. Couldn't get his foot on the bag. He's looking at the bag like, man, where did I miss? But can't get it done. But LA giving up a run here to Carolina. Pedro Leon has been good in this series. He gets a base hit here to score in the next run. So it's 6-5. And this one, it might get past Acuna. He makes the diving catch. What a grab. Look at the defense that's going on here for LA. Acuna, it's a do-or-die play, and he just made the play of the series. That could win the game. That could win the series for LA. Look at this play by Kyle Seager. This is the type of championship-level defense that you need to win these types of series, these hard-fought series. Kyle Seager has been amazing defensively all game long with the bunt and now that catch. Acuna with the catch. I mean, what is there to say here about LA? Now, Juan Soto does have a chance to take the lead here or at least tie it up. Greg Allen now with a stolen base gets into second and a 2-2 count against Joe Jimenez, and Soto grounds out to Connor Joe, and Soto has just been bad. Soto's been bad. Defensively, offensively, he's just not been very good. You got to wonder if he's hurt. And in the top of the 9th, with 2 down, fly ball to center fielder. Lewis Brinson makes the catch, and that is it. LA will advance to Year 2's GGBL World Series. So congratulations to LA. They were the early season favorites all year long. Even in preseason, we looked at this lineup. When they got Acuna and Daniel Smith, the custom prospect, on the wheel spin, we kind of figured that this team was going to be real good. They added the pieces that they needed to, and especially with getting Kyle Seager in the trade, you know, this is a team that you kind of just figured was going to be, you know, further cementing themselves as the favorite to win the NL, and they did. They did. Carolina had themselves a good season. They made it all the way to the NLCS. What more can you ask of them, right? Tried to do their best to defend their championship from year number 1, but we will be guaranteed a new champion in the GGBL here for year number 2. All right, so same thing, right? Same thing. So home team in Ohio, we got to find somewhere for these guys to play. It was either going to be Progressive Field to Cleveland, or it was going to be in Cincinnati. Columbus is just closer to Cincinnati, is just closer to Columbus, so it kind of just made sense to come out here to the Reds Stadium and get this game done. So avoid the glitch, so to speak. But Diego Garcia and Max Fried, we're going to see these guys again, and Max Fried is going to do what Max Fried does, shut down the opposition. And so far, so good. Tim LeCastro plays good defense out there and right. He gets the job done. Diego Garcia, everything was looking good. It's still a 0-0 game until this base knock here by who else? Jose Devers. He's been great all postseason for Phoenix. He gets the job done with a leadoff double. Full count here, Xavier Warren. That looks like it's going to be caught by Pete Crow Armstrong. But take a look at Devers. He's not stopping. He gets in safely at second base. That actually might be Pedro Alvarez. I might have screwed that up. It's either Alvarez out there or it's Jose Devers. Can't tell right now. But this is going to be base hits by Kyle Stowers. That's going to drive in the first run for Phoenix. It is 1-0 in the top third. Let's go to the bottom third. Jalen Davis strikes out against Max Fried. It's always tough. It reminds me of the Randy Johnson type of pitch. From a lefty. Get him thinking one way and then go real low and inside on the righties. It's a tough pitch to handle. But Jose Devers, base knock here. It's going to drive in Pedro Alvarez. There he is. Alvarez has got all the drip on his arms. He's got the wrist guards and the sweatbands on, so gotta watch out for that. But look at this, guys. Top 5, 2-0. And Kyle Stowers, again, drives in another run. So, Phoenix laying the hammer on him now. Top 5, 3-0. It's going to do it for Diego Garcia. I thought he pitched well. I thought he was great today. Phoenix does find a way to get those timely hits. And, to hold these guys down to 3 runs, I think you're doing a great job. But Jesse Winker against Tyson Miller. Miller has not necessarily been good in the postseason, and that continues on. Jesse Winker, a 2-run shot here in his former home ballpark for the Cincinnati Reds. Take a look at Derek Dietrich, another former Cincinnati Red. Line drive right in front of left field, and we got problems. We got problems out in left field. Ben Gamble trips, allows guys to get to another bag. So Dietrich gets a double. Runner moves to third. Pedro Alvarez comes up, gets a 2 RBI single, and this one's just looking nasty now. 7-0 in the top of the 5th, and it's not over. Drew Mendoza, top 6th. Long fly ball, deep to right, home run. Into the Phoenix bullpen. 4th home run in the postseason, and yeah, it is 9-0. Derek Dietrich, we're not done. Still top 6th. Matthew Thompson gives up the shot. Derek Dietrich now 4 home runs for himself, 398-foot blast. But that doesn't mean that Columbus is going down without a fight, even though it's 12-0 and this game is pretty much over. And we can crown Phoenix the AL champs. Bo Calloway says, I'm going to get mine. I'm going to get a solo home run. He comes up. Next time he comes up is in the bottom of the 9th, and he pops up. And that, with 2 down, is going to do it. Phoenix wins this one in blowout fashion, and they are AL champs. How fitting. How fitting, man. I mean, I doubted these guys. I doubted them. Beginning of the season when we did our preseason ranks and predictions, I had them in last in the AL West, and they are first in the entire American League, or the All-Stars League, as I like to call it. So you know what? Kudos to you guys. Phoenix, you deserved it. You played well all season long. 16 hits today. 12 RBIs, 12 runs scored. Max Fried was awesome. 6 strikeouts in 6 1/3. What else is there to say? This team is legit, right? If you didn't know that by now, you do now. They're legit. So there's your World Series, guys. Your GGBL World Series. Phoenix and LA. The Firebirds and the Knights. 2 totally different styles of baseball. 2 totally different styles of play. One pitches well. One has a ton of really good offense, right? You know what I'm talking about. Phoenix has the pitching. LA's got the offense. Acuna, Conforto, Seager, Castellanos. And then for Phoenix, you got guys on this lineup that you don't really know why that they're so good offensively, but they're just good. They are a very legit baseball team. If anything, I think Phoenix is a more complete team. I think, honestly, that's who I'm going to pick. I'm going to pick Phoenix to win the whole dang thing. But here's the kicker. If Max Fried, he's obviously Phoenix's ace. There's nobody else even close. You could argue maybe Porcello, right? But other than those 2 guys, those are major league caliber type of pitchers, right? Those guys are proven. The 2 other good pitchers for Phoenix, Letterman and Rico Ramos, those guys are the kind of the X factors here. If Max Fried struggles against LA's offense, it really comes down to which one's going to win out, right? If Max Fried's pitching does not shut down LA's offense, if they can't sneak a win away from LA in Game 1, I don't think Phoenix wins this thing. I think they're going to need Letterman. I think they're going to need Rico Ramos to really step up. And I just don't know, as custom prospects, as 1-year pros for Ramos and a rookie for Letterman, I don't know if they're going to be able to do that against LA. They're too good offensively. It's going to be a great World Series. I'm excited for it. Let me know in the comment section who you think is going to win this thing. I will see you guys tomorrow, actually. So Wednesday. So we're going to be streaming on Twitch the World Series. We're not going to do it on Friday, even though the schedule said Friday. I can't do it on Friday because I'm actually going to be at my parents' for Thanksgiving leftovers. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to be celebrating Thanksgiving on that day. So Wednesday will be the GGBL World Series. So guys, if you like this thing, I will see you in the next one. As always, thanks for watching, and peace.